What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we are going to attempt to finish our Seal Land in Forest through 25. So, we are on the first battle of 25. We got through 24 very easily, but we're going to try a different method here today. So, one thing I need to do is I need to make sure I got all my demon bells I need. So, here's what we're going to do. You are actually going to try at first running a Splendid Punisher staff. You're going to be very, very offensive. And we are using dot removal. Right? There's no stun I don't believe that we care about here. So you're going to go into like a very, very offensive build. We are going to leave that. We're going to go crit and crit damage for our Vesa. She's going to be our main damage dealer here. Let's go with a holy attack. What is her chance? 70% crit chance, 110 crit damage. That is pretty solid. Might be better with an actual crit stone. But the other thing we're going to do is first, we're going to try running with Rogans with demon bells. I need my demon bells back. Who's got my demon bells? You've got a demon bell. We're going to throw this on. We're going to try to do this first very easily without changing the crown from Asmodel to Vesa. Now, because we only have 4 Rogans, this has been done with 5 Rogans. What we're going to try out here is we're going to try to throw you in here, sir, and we are going to give you a Demon Bell and pray that we somehow get him to live the first round. It's very hard to, but we're going to give it a shot. So the first one, oh yeah, we have to spend gems today because we've already done our attempts in light. Let's go. So we're going to drop you, put you in here. Again, we're going to go with the energy feed style first, and then if that doesn't work, we're going to go to a crown mode where all of our Rogans have crowns in the back row. They look a little too squishy if I do say so myself. I don't think that method is going to work here. Everybody's way too squishy. Way too squishy. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to keep them alive. So, yeah. All right. So the other method that I was talking about is instead of energy feed, you go with a crown method. Now, we only have 3 crowns, but we do have 3 of these Rogans. So we're going to throw 3 Rogan crowns on right here. And then I think we're going to leave the last one with Demon Bell. It might live to get an active off. Actually, it should be able to get an active off, right? I think, hold on, let's slow this down. Is there any way maybe we can do 2 Demon Bells? That could work. That way Vesa gets a round 1 active. I think that's probably very important. Unless this is just tons of damage. Yeah, maybe we should run 2 of them with Demon Bells, 2 with crowns, because basically on this wave, everybody's hitting that back row. So even if another one does for some reason go down, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Right? Because now we got crown, demon belt, crown, demon belt. You know what? This is going to get a little confusing. Let's just replace this with the demon bell. Then we got crown, crown. We'll just do the first 2 with crowns, second 2 with demon bells. Let's see if we can get that to work out for us. Not like it matters which one. It's just easier to keep track of. This way, they all get actives in round 1. There is a silence on the enemy. Doesn't make a big difference, though. I'm feeling like maybe on the Vesa, we need to run an AMB instead. Maybe we're just going for the completely wrong method here. And without the extra Rogan, feels a little bad. Let's try her first. Go attack. I think that sounds good. We'll try it that way. One thing we should probably do is change all of these over to a different purify as well. I kind of forgot about that part. Okay. Let's give that a shot. And maybe we should put Vesa in the back row? I don't know. There's a lot of testing to be had here. So we get actives from everybody. Yeah, she does a lot less damage this way, though. That's for sure. The question is, can she survive the attacks here? She already did her heal when she dropped below 50%. Doesn't look like it's enough if we build her like that. We got to go back to the drawing board and see exactly how we're going to do this. Let's go back to a more offensive style for her. I wonder if Antlers Cane would be good. Damage. Everything looks good there. Let's go to the Rogans. Rogan Crown, Demon Bell. I think that's the way to run them. I feel like this has to be the way to get it to work. We just maybe need to get lucky with the Oberon in round 1. But of course, he won't go first. Actually, no. In this one, the Oberon is pretty useless. Oberon doesn't do anything for us here. The 2 Rogans kind of surviving, but of course, once round 3 hits, we just really hit a brick wall here. Let's see. I think, honestly, I know the ones that have done this have literally had 6 golden splendid crowns, and that's like the way that they cleared this out. It's not something most of us average Joes and even our average whales can do. That's like beyond whale territory right there. We will get our 4th crown next week, but again, that's still only 4 crowns. That's not that much. I wonder how AMBs would work. Would AMBs make them survive longer? We could try that. We could do like 2 crowns and then like 2 AMBs and see how that works. Maybe it's better. Let's see how much damage the ones with AMBs actually take. They take a significant more amount of damage. Jeez. And plus, we don't have the Vesta shields round 1 either. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though? Looks like a bad thing. Yeah, that kind of looks bad. Let's try going back to our energy feed style. We just got to play around with some ideas to see what works and see what high rolls the best for us. What if we just go back? Let's take a look at it one more time in the original setup here. And let's go back to the dragon pet as well, so we have additional crit chance and crit damage. So the problem is Vesta's not really fast enough to keep our team alive. I think that's part of the issue here. We need Vesta to be a little bit faster to help us out. Maybe we just go back to a speed attack stone. Is that going to give her... wrong place. Come on, Barry. I'm all over the place in different game modes today. Let's try this out. Okay, so she is fast enough now. That does give a little survivability, but honestly, that twine felt like it killed our team. Right? Like... I don't know if I like that per se. What if we throw like a Heart Watcher in? And if she doesn't get hit round 1, that's great. Oh, no, there's just so much damage coming in. It's so much damage. All right, let me see if I can figure anything else out, and we'll try it with a slightly different build. Okay, so let's try something out real quick. We do have our Vesta here. We're going to try putting her in the back row with an AMB, I think. And I think, again, we're going to put 2 crowns on Rogans, or maybe 3. Maybe we just go with 3 and we'll run one of them in the front row with energy. See how that works out. I think running her in the back tankier is better. And you know what? I'm getting really, really tempted to jump back into Cloud Island and throw her in here just to get this done. Because, of course, Azumdale, he's just not going to make the cut, I don't think, for getting Light Sealand done in my current setup. If I swap this, that's 1,000 gems. How many gems do I have? 5,000. I think I'm going to do it since we're going to get 15,000 gems this week. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of stats, right? That's a lot of attack. That's tons of HP. Speed for her aura. I think that's what I want to do. I'm doing it. We can always change it again. So yeah, hopefully we can put Rogans everywhere. That would be sweet. No, we don't have any Floras. That feels bad. Wait a minute. I need a Flora for more stats. Wait a minute. Can I build a Flora somehow? Doesn't look like it. I don't even think we have Flora copies, do we? No, we got like one Flora copy. We've like foddered them off. Well, let's see if this makes a difference. Let's put her in the back row. This is one of the hardest stages. Is the first stage in every single one is the casters, and the casters are a lot of times the most difficult enemies to beat. So, let's do this. Let's put, I don't even care if the Heart Watcher lives. Let's do something like this, right? No, like this, right? Maybe we get like super tank mode Vesta in the back row. Oh wow, yeah, she's very tanky now. She is very tanky. I guess I'll take it, and that keeps two Rogans pretty safe in the front row for us as well, to keep giving us that bloodthirsty as bonus healing. Okay, so maybe A and B is the way to go. Put her in the back row to take the brunt of the attacks, and that seems to work out pretty well. That seems to work out pretty well. All right, A and B is the solution. I figured maybe putting her as the most exposed target in the back row might be better. Now, this one, I think they hit the front row, right? They kind of hit all over. I don't think the warrior wave is going to be too much of an issue for us. We still have the dot removal. I guess that's fine because there is a bleed, it looks like. This one doesn't seem like it's going to be that much of an issue. Split wave might be a little bit more difficult on the next one. And then I'm worried for the boss, because the Abyss boss mob does a ton of damage, and it's AoE as well. Alright, our Rogans are racking up tons of damage, if you guys have not noticed. Honestly, I might have been better off putting another Rogan in here. Maybe it's time to rebuild the 5th Rogan. Just saying, maybe. I know we foddered off a lot. We had 6 at one point, but 2 of them were at like level 100 E5. But the Rogans do very, very good damage. I can imagine how much damage they might be able to do if they had the aura from the residents. So, look at that damage. 1 billion from the Rogans. Alright, we're on to the final battle. Maybe we can just make this work as is. We're going to stick with the Deer Pet for more tankiness. Okay, that wasn't horrible. Our one Demon Bell one is taking a beating, that's for sure. Our Crown Rogans are holding kind of strong. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. I think we have to change the strategy up somehow. We're just barely missing it. Probably one more E5 Forest Hero would make this possible. Maybe I should put that Heart Watcher in the front to feed energy before she dies. I don't know. Maybe we put her back in the front row now. Maybe that's the solution. Put her back in slot 1. Maybe slot 1's a little bit more protective for a few more rounds. Yeah, kind of looks like it. We got lots of bloodthirst going off. Oh my goodness, it's so much damage. We need to kill that front target. Come on. Yes, all right, we got one less target. Oh man, that feels kind of good overall. Maybe we run her with antlers, though, now to do more damage. Oh, so many damaging attacks. It's crazy. I think saving your unbending for as long as possible is probably important. Let's change this to energy. Maybe feeding her a little bit more energy will be the solution here. Because that way we get more shields, we get more big heals off right here. Oh, we procced unbending in 4 again. I think that's going to be the solution here. Maybe we need to build her a little bit more tanky, even with, well, these are good. Those are fine. Maybe these need to change. Maybe we need to change over to armor. Is there anything else tanky-wise? Precision, block chance? This way we have literally over, what do we have for block now? 145% block with the A and B. We have max attack build. Maybe that's the solution. Maybe we don't care about critting. Maybe we care more about just taking the hits, because we have a lot more armor now. Maybe attribute reduction is the best thing. Wow, she stayed a lot healthier. Oh my goodness. The increase to armor and block chance is insane. Look at how tanky she is now. Oh, she procced 1 round later, and then she does go down. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe the attributes are just being reduced a little bit too much. I wish we could keep the Rogans alive like one more round, but they're just getting pummeled. Yeah, that big attack right there is devastating. Huh. Is there anything else we could try to change up here? Fully attack. No. I mean, we gotta run her very offensive here. Maybe we do something like that where we don't care about lethal fight back. Let's buy like 10 more and see if we can figure out some sort of solution to get Sealand 25 done. I feel like we're like so close. If we can just like pick off one more enemy. Maybe we just chuck the Demon Bell one in the back row and let him die and just not care. I do think that change to be overly tanky might be an issue. I think that might have been a mistake. I think having crit and crit damage is very, very important. Could we ever pull off something like... I don't think this is going to work, though. I just don't think it will. And let's also move these two around. So he'll get a round one active off, feed some energy, but... maybe we do need to run two of them with energy. Just to get an active off sooner. Yeah, Antler's Cane, not the solution. Not the solution. Let's change this back. You know, I wonder how she does with the crown. Let's change two of you back to energy feed. Let's try her with the crown. Maybe that does something. Like I said, if we had like 6 crowns, we'd probably just use that and be perfectly fine, but we don't have that luxury at all. So we didn't quite get a perfect round one off there. We still have the 2 crown Rogan to the back. They still die though. That's not good for us. I don't like the crown. I think the A and B is much stronger. The A and B definitely feels stronger. I think we keep 2 energy feed Rogans though. I really do. I think that's going to be the answer here. That way she gets her actives rolling. Round 2. Do they live round 3? No, because they don't go first anymore. Energy, which means another active here, which means a lot more tankiness. Ugh. I feel like we might be working backwards at this point. What if instead we put her in slot 2? Does that do anything for us? Does that give her more survivability that we might need? Let the slot 1 just tank some hits with Unbending Will. No, doesn't look like it. Yeah, the Fox active doesn't seem that worth it. The Fox active seems relatively wasted. Let's go back to the Deer. That'll make her a little bit more tanky. There'll also be some bonus healing. Good lord, they're just so ridiculously powerful. That active is what's really shredding us. And then that dot. I don't think the dot is being removed fast enough, is it? I think we're just taking all the damage and it's not really helping us out. We could try attribute reduction purify. That might make a difference. Or we could just try doing, since she has ridiculously high health pool, we could try running resilience for more healing. I wonder if those right there are just causing a huge issue for us, though. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's still not great. Do we really need the extra hero, the extra E5? That would feel bad if we needed that. Let's try her with resilience. Maybe this will work out. Maybe? I mean, extra healing, it never hurts, especially on a healer. I mean, she was already at full health. Oh, man. No, I think you do still need to run that Purify. The dot just does so much damage. I feel like the only other way this could work was maybe with like some sort of twining luck RNG or something like that. Where like we do something like this to help out. And then he gets like a lucky twine in round 1, but he didn't really twine anything there. Oh, wow. We do have heroes alive, though, longer than we normally did. So that's kind of cool. Interesting. Maybe this has a line of thought. We just got to make sure the Oberon doesn't get hit round 1. And it's just random what this Ranger Abyss hero is going to do. Yeah, she's just not living past round 5. I think literally, let's do 5 more. We'll see where we're at. I just don't know if we're going to be able to clear it without an additional E5 hero. Or additional crowns, in all honesty. If we had like crowns on everybody, I think that would be the most optimal way to run this. Let's just try this. The last few attempts, let's go back to like a pure tanky mode setup pretty much, because we don't really care about the speed on them as much anymore. Tech, that should be fine. Maybe we even need to change this. Just make them all super tanky. I don't think the speed difference is gonna make them not go first. To keep them alive. And let's see if anybody has a different stone. If they have a tankier stone, we will swap to that. HP, sure. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see. Does that change the order too much? Nope. And we should get an Oberon potential twine here. No, he didn't get a twine. Interesting. Round 3, they're still alive. That was better than previously, actually. That did keep us going longer. And I think keeping the Rogans alive is one of the most important things we can do. I think, honestly, if we had one more Rogan, we would be in a really good spot right here. Because actually getting the round 2 actives off seems pretty solid for a strategy here. We just got to pick off targets. If we can get a twine off in round 1 from the Oberon, maybe we can high roll this. I definitely think the tankier Rogans are the method to work here. The A and B one goes down immediately, of course. Oh, it's so close. It really, really is. Good damage. Oh, if only we get that one Rogan to live like one more turn. Tons of healing. Yeah, it just seems like that dot, like it doesn't matter. The way the dot is lining up is just annihilating our team. So, let's try to go even more heal-tastic. Let's go resilience on all these guys just to see if that keeps them alive a little bit longer. Now this one here, I forgot, is the A and B one. So in reality, we probably want you running something more like this. Let's see if the extra attack lets this Rogan stay a little bit alive longer. This bottom one down here. Let's see if the extra attack makes a difference. Or if it makes it worse. Because it could make it worse. I think the big thing is getting Bloodthirst on the Rogans. So they can keep themselves alive. They can just full heal every single round, essentially. It seems like there's reflect damage from the boss as well, doesn't it? Yeah, all of them having Bloodthirsty and just full healing with those actives seems really important. Although what I just did feels like it just made it worse. So I think what we're going to do is just run this back. I think that is very, very important. Maybe I should put it back. Do I still have it on the Vesa? Oh, crap. Did I just mess that up? Have I been still running that on the Vesa? No. All right. We went back to the dot purify. That's good. That's definitely good. Dot purify did seem to make their life a little bit easier. God, it's just so much damage. It's ridiculous. I don't think this is gonna work, guys. Maybe if we god tier high roll it with the Oberon. Or like one more Rogan. Or next week when we finally get another crown built. Man. What if we... Okay, we're just... For the sake of things, we're going to keep swapping things around. Maybe positioning is the issue. We'll put Vesa right behind me. Maybe she's better at taking those hits in the back and just have someone in the front row with a crown, maybe? We'll swap one of them to the front. Or maybe both of them. Didn't seem to change much. All right, last 5. I don't want to burn through too many gems. Last 5, I swear we're not going to change anything else. Let's put one of the Rogans with the crown in the front. Although it's just like so many enemies here just hit everything almost. He did get that off, but he put the seed on the boss. Oh, the Vesa's already dead. That's not great. That's not great at all. No, I don't think I like this either. It was decent. What if we do something like that and just say, forget the 6th hero, we don't care what they do? Maybe that gives our Vesa a little bit of shade to hide behind here. Maybe it's enough. Nah, definitely not enough. Even with that active there. Well, I mean she's holding on. It's a lot closer. I think what we have is something that might work next week. Once we have another crown for the extra Rogan. Because I think having one more Rogan that's tanky is going to be a huge difference here. If you guys have cleared Sealand 25 out there, some of them whales that might be watching right now, let me know the exact build you use and we can see if it'll work for us too. The only other thing I could think of maybe is like somehow like an Antlers Cane build with like her in slot 2 that somehow survives. I don't even know if this is possible. Let's watch the damage she takes with a Rogan tanking in slot 1. Because it is a kind of protected spot right here. Oh no, she's already lost on bending. Yeah, that's not going to work. I think the only way this is going to work, at least for us, is to have an AMB on her. No energy feed whatsoever. We'll do one last one here. I think this setup has been our best performer, but Rogans do a lot of damage. So the fact that they're not able to get a ton of damage in seems a little rough. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, because even not getting that target down. We almost got the boss down. It's interesting, but we'll come back. We'll see if we can finish it. I think more crowns is going to be the solution. So this kind of really messes with what you actually focus on in game, because really no one can get to Sealand 25 in a lot of these factions without like a full E5 team. The one exception being Abyss, which I think Abyss is going to be the new first faction you kind of build towards with the Scarlet Queen. Maybe someone like a Cthulhu, a Delacium, a Waldeck, a Morax, something like that. I'm going to probably put a video out after a little bit more research, because I think that is the new way to start an account and go for early Sealand 25 or as early as possible. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.